over 500 of them were just in the United States area. And so there were many tribes. This dance you're about to see is our oldest style. It's our men's warriors dance, or a war dance. Now don't worry, we're not going to be taking no scalps tonight. Wait a second. That's a good one. What do you think, boys? Yeah! Cut it off! We're not going to take no scalps. We don't need to scalp you nowadays. We'd rather get your moms and dads into our casinos instead. You can keep your scalp. We'll take the wallet. What's in your wallet? Well, our tribes would do this dance here to show honor. Now, the feathers that you see on his back there are awards. Is anybody in the Scouts or something like that? When you do something good, what do they give you? A badge or an award. And this would be badges. Those are eagle feathers. And he would be awarded those feathers for doing deeds in the tribe, sometimes through hunting, sometimes through protecting the village or in warfare, and sometimes just by doing helpful things. He would earn the right to wear these feathers. When the warriors went off for battle, it was to protect us. And still today, that is the way it is. When those warriors came back to our village, they would dance around the fire. And while they danced, they would mimic the things that happened on the battlefield. They would reenact things that might have happened, using the implements in their hands to tell the story. On one hand, you'll see he's got a coup stick. That stick you see there, in the old days, was sometimes the way we counted coup on the enemy. Now, if you don't know what that means, a lot of times in our battles with each other, we didn't always kill the enemy. We felt it was more humiliating to him than to run up and smack him with a stick and count coup on him than it was to kill him. And then he would go away shamed because we could have killed him, but we didn't. And so this was one of the ways that many of our tribes would fight their battles, was counting of coup. Every time he successfully counts coup on his enemy, he would be given an award or a feather. In his other hand, he has a fan. This fan might be used to wisp up the dust off the ground so he can see which way the wind carries it. That way he knows which way to go so his enemies won't know where he is. The stealthness, the sneakiness, and the use of things like that would allow him the ability to defeat his enemy. On his chest, you'll see he's wearing a bone plate. These are animal bones, and they are made that way so if an arrow is shot at him or a war club is striking at him, it will protect his body. Around his neck, he is wearing another bone piece known as a choker. This choker protects the neck area of the same thing. On his body, he's wearing beadwork. Now, beads and quill work was our old ways of decorating ourselves. Sometimes we made our beads in the old days out of bone, shell, like wampum, or porcupine quills were used. Sometimes claws and teeth, and sometimes wooden beads and seeds were used. But in the more modern times, English and French and Spanish brought us trade beads made of glass. They were prettier. We liked it. And as they brought things to us, we began to trade with them to get their items. So we incorporated cloth, glass beads, silver, and metal tools into our clothes. If you were to find a knife on me before Columbus arrived, would it be made of iron? No. What would it be made of, boys and girls? Stone. Bone, wood, stone. Shell. Remember the ones I brought when I came to you in 4th grade? Yes. Now, as time goes on, of course, we are modern people. And so we do use some modern things in our regalia as well. This dance is not done so much to tell the story of battle nowadays, but as to show honor to the warriors. Today, we do this dance to honor the warriors. If you have a family member who serves in the military, whether it be Army, Navy, Air Force, National Guard, Coast Guard, or maybe a fireman or policeman, if a family member of yours does those things, they are considered warriors. They are protectors of us. And we honor them by doing this style of dancing. And so, boys and girls, as he dances this dance, he does this dance not just for his family, but all of our families, as a way of saying thank you for the service and protection that our warriors give us. Boys and girls, big war yells and big woos. Frank some more.